Hi, welcome to C Morning Show. It's time for our first talk show. We're gonna talk about widows in Indonesia, which are still viewed in a negative image. Now, let me make sure we're talking about the female widow, such as stereotypes are prevalent among the public.
That's right, Indra. Now, they are often associated with demeaning labels such as being overly flirty, naughty, and so on.
Yeah, being a female widow does not mean you are somewhat less in value or inferior, and now we will learn how to combat such negative stereotypes with Safe Janda co-founder Asep Suaji and head of advocacy Nanda Ismael. Good morning to both of you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
This is a very interesting topic,
You're
by the way,
right.
that we didn't hear
Thank you so
a lot.
much for having
Right.
us today.
Now, I just want to make sure before we start, because in English there's no, the terms widow is for both male and female, while in Indonesia when we say widow, there's two types, there's duda and there's janda, which is, you guys come in from co-founder Safe Janda, which is meaning for the females. Now, our first question is, how was the Safe Janda community established and for what purpose does it serve?
Okay, Safe Janda was founded by our founder Mutiara Malika Proman in 2016. First, it's a social media movement with hashtag Safe Janda, and then in 2018 we become a community. Our aim is to eliminate the stigma negative of janda or widows, and then to provide the support system. And that is to create economically empowerment for janda or widow.
Yes. Now, it's very interesting because you're a man. And so what sort of role do you play in the organization, and what actually personally drives you to be involved in this so much?
So Mutiara, the founder, is my good friend. And she has been a janda or widow for like 14 years. And I saw the struggle and the problem her facing. And beside her, I also have another janda friends, widows, and they also facing the same problem. So it's a calling for me to help the widows or janda, because the issue is very real, and we see the three biggest issue that I told you: negative stigma, psychology, because many of them they still have the pain or the trauma from the divorce, especially for for those who experience domestic violence or even the affair, yeah. Or even some of them still have the deep feeling of loss because of their because of the husband death, and yeah, many of them really need a support system like what Safe Janda provide.
And before we go to the next question, I wanted to talk with you, Nanda. Please share us what motivates you to join the organization? Was it because of a personal experience? Can you tell us more about
Yeah, I'm interested to join this community because of I'm a janda for 16 years, and then in terms of my age, I can see and understand there is a lot of the young janda out there that they really need a support from their family, their friends, and also community, because of the negative stigma. It's not comes from the outside or their environment in the office probably, but also from their family. That's the hardest part of being a janda, because not every gender can have a privilege like me, that my family is very support, and also I'm in the positive environment, something like that. But out there, it's so many gender that need helps from us.
All right. So when we talk about widow, it sounds like the stigma is more for divorcee than widow. I mean, like
Correct.
for the widowers who are being left by death,
Yep.
probably they don't have that much stigma. I'm assuming.
Yes,
Again, I'm
correct.
assuming.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
it's correct.
But again, widow Indonesia, I'm sorry, divorcee Indonesia have unfavorable image. So what steps is Safe Janda taking to help break that stereotypes? Like how do you, I don't know, is it educating people to don't have that stigma anymore? Like what's
we do educating. We do seminar online or offline, and we bring this to society to make them aware about this issue, about the negative stigma that give the bad impact for their psychology or social and something like that. And we have activities for the program of eliminating the stigma negative of gender.
And you're talking about support system, family, friends. What sort of support system that Safe Janda can provide to the widows right now?
Currently, we have a WhatsApp group.
Yeah, WhatsApp.
So it's more than 90 people
Wow.
there, and then we also have like a small group for WhatsApp that's specifically for the curhat group.
Yeah, we call it curhat group.
We call it curhat group, and then a group for someone who the janda but they are remarried, but they still have a problem. You know that they still
The
have a
co-parenting.
pain.
Okay.
They still have the pain that they bring previously because of the janda, but they bring it into their new marriage.
Okay.
There's still something happened like that for the janda because of the force, and it's like a push from their family to remarry
Right.
because of the status,
Right.
religion, you know.
Yeah.
So we are like.
How do you
us
help
now-
them throughout that WhatsApp group
Yeah.
to be the support system and break the stigma?
Maybe because of most of us is mature already, so we have a lot of experience.
That's right.
So if it's a light problem, we can give them what we call it, a psychological advice, and then try to bring them to more focus
Right.
what they want in their life.
Yeah, because sometimes also just letting them know that they're not alone and giving
Correct.
permission to feel good is already good enough, right? As a
Indeed,
support.
indeed.
So are they trained psychologists actually on the Safe Gender communities that help these people to go through what the pain?
Yeah, to be honest, previously yes, because
Yes.
Mutiara's husband
is a
is a psychologist.
So,
Yeah, please,
Yeah,
you know more.
sometimes he help us for those who have very heavy problem. We ask them to go to our psychologist. But beside that, I see in the WhatsApp group they already like strengthen each other,
One another,
one
yes.
another, and support each other, and sharing the experience, right?
Yeah.
How to
Yeah.
through that pain and.
I
something
found
like
that like being vulnerable and also sharing a redemption story actually really helpful for other people because they don't feel alone anymore.
Actually, they only want to have a safe place
Right.
to curhat.
No
There's no
judgment
one,
zone.
no judgment zone. There's
Right.
no one pointing them
It's
because
amazing what you guys do, being able to bring together all of these people that have the same experience to share with
Yeah,
each
and
other and
they-
strengthening one another.
they can share what they feel
Right.
without feeling guilty.
Yes.
Because in this very bold patriarchy
Mm-hmm.
world, we know that when someone got divorced,
Mm-hmm.
so the lady will be the first judgment.
Yeah.
Because of you, that
Yeah.
your husband left, because of you.
Okay. Now you guys are also talking about economic empowerment. What sort of program have you done in the past?
Sometimes we have this what's that called class like environmentship class, and in online, and also just like a few months ago we had this collaboration.
University of Indonesia.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and there's financial education there. So we have those kind of activities. We also sometimes like having this program like writing program, because everyone who has the talent of writing, they can practice, and if they're good, they can make money from it, right? So something like that.
It's also good for organizing your thoughts and feelings, right? With writing.
Yes.
Yes.
It's healing as well.
It's
right?
healing as well.
So can you share us why is it so important to educate about economic empowerment to all these widows?
Yeah, because being a janda or widows, aside from supporting themselves, for those who has kids, they also need to support their kids, their needs, right? It's not easy, right? And Nanda experienced it.
Yes, on that.
And he married, right? Her daughter is, I think, successful, right?
No.
Her daughter is a celebrity.
It's crazy that the stigma out there is flirty or naughty, while in reality, what they do is to actually like being independent, supporting not only themselves but also their children alone. And instead of being stigmatized as flirty or naughty, I think they should be, propelled and being looked upon as role models by young women, because they're very independent, right? And they need to be supported.
So what's the most common problems that the gender usually face, like, and then what kind of solution do you guys usually give them?
Usually, they sharing about their problem with their ex-husband, right?
Yeah, with their ex-husband.
Sometimes they still bring it, the pain, they cannot let go the memory, the bad memory, the trauma, something. They share about that, and we support
most of the conflict with the ex is about how to support the kid.
Okay, that's where the economics.
And that's also the point and focus of the community, to give a stigma for the gender, because you don't have enough money to support yourself and your family, then you become a pelakor. That's always about financial matter.
Okay. So the most common one, it is financial problems that you guys facing on the. Now, what kind of project do you guys have to support all this
in the future, upcoming projects?
That's your program.
Actually, we have a lot of dreams, something we want to achieve. Like, for example, we want to have this safe gender center or safe house, the place to do every activities of safe gender. Like, for example, we can make a business unit there. We can make that place for what skill.
Upskilling.
Upscaling for seminar, for consultation about psychology and many things, and we also want to make business unit, like we want to make business unit for food, for example, or crafts, or even for like talent management, and even organizer, anything that we include widows or janda. We can give them jobs, or we can give them income, and we want to make it come true. And it's really hard. That's why I think we need collaboration for anyone, any like government or anybody or any community. I mean, this issue is real, and those three pillar, we call it those three pillar, like eliminating and providing psychology and economical. It's really a real issue. So yeah, we need support from everyone, and we want to make that dream come true.
So currently we are in the process of
Yeah.
to make the legal entity for this
Yes.
community, so it can be recognized by the government.
Now, this is kind of sensitive questions because, you know, we've been seeing a lot of divorces, especially among celebrities. But I mean, like amongst people, there is just a lot of divorce. Now, this kind of movement, some might perceive it that you guys promoting divorce. Like, what's your take on that? On those?
We always make a bold sentence that we are not supporting divorce because of we are, especially myself, because I know how to be a gender and a lot of problem over there. Please, if you want to divorce, think it's not only twice, but probably 100 times, because divorce is not for everyone, actually. And and this era, most of the divorced person, because of their emotional at that time, because the probably ego, maybe, but of course it's a specific case, yeah, abusive, something like that. For me, it's abusive. Then we cannot avoid that. We need to separate. But most of the time, we always remind people or the young lady that not a divorce yet. Please consider it 100 times before divorce, because we know how hard it is. It's never been easy. Even though you are born with a silver spoon, even though you have a very wealthy or kaya raya, it's not ever been easy.
Yeah, because it's not only about the economic, even though economic empowerment we can say it's 50% of it, but the other 50% is also psychological.
That's right.
And that's something that no amount of money can heal you if you have that problem, right?
There's no one, when they get married, that they have a plan to divorce.
Yeah.
No.
It's going to be a big transitions for these women, so it's going to be very tough as well if you don't consider it very carefully before that, right?
Yeah.
So it seems like a great organizations, and what you're doing is amazing, from breaking the stigma to supporting, to creating the support system and giving the economic empowerment. Now, how can anybody joins you?
Just contact our Instagram. It's at Asep_Janda. You can DM and we will
We'll do the process.
we'll do the process.
So as easy as that. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Mas Asep and Nanda, for coming to the
Mas.
studio
Thank you,
and
Mas
shedding a
Indra.
light on the stigma. And I do believe that widows, especially gender, is not to be stigmatized as naughty or flirty or bitchy, but they actually have to be applauded for being independent and strong for themselves and also for their children.
Thank you very much.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, that was our discussion on Safe Gender. We're going for another break, but we will have more updates from around the world when we return. Stay with us right here, only on the C Morning Show. We'll be right back.